What's going on, fellow band critics? I'm Steven, and today is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth to everyone, and also it is Father's Day. So we have a special guest today, and this is my dad. His name is James Doc Holliday II. Where are you from, Dad?
Well, originally I'm from Cherokee, Alabama, which is in northwest Alabama. Born and raised there the first 17 years of my life, and I came here in 1975. Do the math from 64.
Today we're going to be looking at one round from the battle between the two mass bands when they performed yesterday. It's between Alabama Mass Band and Memphis Mash Band. We're only going to look at one round. My dad doesn't know which band is what. I know that one band is wearing blue and one band is wearing white. I know which ones they are. You know which ones they are. He doesn't. So we're gonna watch one round, then he's gonna pick which band he likes better. What was it like the first time you saw me perform in marching band?
Well, son, I'm gonna tell you this right here. When you guys came out, I didn't even know a marching band could be that big. Stephen was part of Stevenson High School marching band, Jaguars. And when he first started, this band was gigantic, 400 plus, okay? And this is no lie. They had 13 buses that brought them to events and a 26-foot U-Haul truck. So when he came down the line with the rest of the band, but he was very into it and neat like a soldier. I was so proud that I had to hold, this right here. So I know at that time, to stay with a marching band like Stephen did, it took a lot of work and dedication. I was a very proud parent.
Speaking of hard work and dedication, when I first performed, I didn't know what was going on, but I knew that my parents were there. Because I always heard them calling my name out from wherever, and it always gave me confidence.
Well, the first time, excuse me, son, I would talk, it was when you was in the 5th grade, and you was starting with just regular band. And we come up there, it was other kids who was trying to go on, and Steve was just very serious as hell, boy, all the time. He was looking at some, and
I was nervous.
He couldn't understand why they couldn't understand certain things, but these kids were just trying to hold an instrument. Stephen was sitting there looking like the thing was built to him already, okay? So I said, okay, I think he done found something he liked other than all these 2,000 toys we had bought him up to the 5th grade.
I was having trouble reading the music, so I figured if I just sat there and looked like I knew what I was doing, I can go far.
Oh, you did. You fooled me. I thought you knew what you was doing.
My dad was always there, and he had so much support for me that he became the person that was pretty much in charge of that U-Haul truck. So not only was he there at almost every time I performed, he was there in a capacity that helped the band tremendously. So I always felt like I had great support. So all the dads out there, support your kids because they go very, very far. And I know for a fact that I would not be anywhere close to where I am today if it wasn't for my dad supporting me. And not only with that support, thank you for being a great example. And that is what dads are all about, in my opinion.
Happy Father's Day to everybody who's a real father, and you know what I mean. Happy Father's Day to ones who are not fathers, but have tried to be fathers to other children. Because I've learned one thing with band, kids love our children, whatever you want to call them. Everybody's a child of me because I'm 64, but love to hear their name. So if you know a parent is not there at an event or something, holler and scream for a child, okay? Happy Father's Day.
And you're gonna get to know my dad a little bit more. Here's something that's really, really cool. My dad has written a book, and let me tell you something. He was the first Black person to go to his elementary school, and it's a very interesting book, and it's very well told. And that book is available right now on Apple Books and Google Play Books. There are links down in the description. It's Juneteenth. Support my dad. Happy Father's Day. Go buy the book. It's really nice. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it.
My first 2 days at elementary school, 3rd grade, only black guy there, 1965. Check it out.
Okay, so this is the first band up, and I'm not gonna tell Dad which band is what. I have to look this up, but I think this was in Alabama. How they sound so far, Dad?
I tell you, I'm very impressed. Sounds is very balanced. I can hear everything without something overloading the other. I'm really impressed. Sounds real good. And they look good. Sounds good.
I bet they're happy they're in the shade and not the sun.
Oh man, there's no doubt about it. I tell you what, the weather we've been having here in ATL, you don't want to be nowhere but in the shade. Air conditioning. Sound good, man. I'm serious.
Okay, so that was that band, and the next one's coming up. I know which ones they are. Oh, they're gonna keep going. Okay, they're coming back in. Is there any band that you're rooting for? Alabama or Memphis?
Well, you know, I can't tell no lie. I was born and raised in Alabama my first 17 years of my life before I came to Atlanta in 1975. And I'm going to have to pull for Alabama, no doubt about it.
Okay.
But you know, I had some cousins and still do that live in Memphis. So Memphis, I can't talk about or say anything bad about. They were only like 2 to 2.5 hours from where I grew up in Alabama.
Okay, so that was that band, and the next one is coming up. Yep, okay, so here we go. Do you think that's Alabama or Memphis?
I'm gonna say that right there, unfortunately, maybe Alabama. Wait, let me hear something a little bit. It's because of what you just asked me, man. Okay, Stephen, I'm going to have to say this is probably Alabama. Listen to the sound a while ago from the other band and knowing Memphis and Memphis with those horns, man. Because, you know, Memphis is known for that type music, man. So I'm going to say this may be Alabama.
Okay.
And nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it because this is a good sound, good looking band. I'd be proud to say that is Alabama. But if not, both sounding good. You know, how often do they practice? I mean,
well, they post their practice schedules. I have to look it up, but I think both bands have only been practicing for no more than about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Maybe 3 days after.
See, that's remarkable.
Okay, so that was it. Okay. All right, so we're only going to look at one round today, and Dad, one band was blue, one band was white, which means one band was Alabama, one band was Memphis.
Right.
Which band did you like better from that one round?
I'm going straight up, man, the blue band.
The blue band. Do you think that was Alabama or Memphis?
Memphis.
Okay, so the one I liked better, honestly, it was Memphis, and that was the blue band. Alabama is the white band right here, and Dad said they did sound great. They both sounded good. But why did you like the blue one better?
Well, from the very beginning, the blue was just more defined. I mean, the sound was just right there on you. I liked how balanced they was. I could hear everything without it overloading. Like I said at the beginning, each section. It was put together real good, and the white band was too. But I think if I was buying a stereo system, they had both of them playing, I'd pick the blue stereo.
All right, So I would have to agree with that one. I'll go into more detail later when I do the full review. But that was this first round battle, and this was Dad's opinion, and he picked Memphis over Alabama, and I did too.
Well, I once again appreciate these bands doing what they're doing, because I know as a band parent what it takes to do this. Steven, I'm sure he's told you guys, we've been with him since he was 5th grade, starting in music and non-stop. So it's like anybody involved in anything like this right here, it takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of dedication. So just knowing that they've been together in a short period, and 2 weeks is a very short period to sound like this. It lets me know that each one of them is individually talented, and they love music.
All right, so what are your comments? Let me know. Comment down below. Peace.
My name is James L. Holliday II. I'm from Cherokee, Alabama, which is located in an extreme northwest corner of Alabama. The name of my book is The Way They Treated Me. And the reason I picked this name is because they thought that this would be a good title due to me telling a story about what happened to me my first 2 days at Cherokee Elementary in 1965. The reason I wrote this book is because I was encouraged by my son and his partner to get some of my stories that I remember. I love telling stories of things that happen, but all of my stories are true. They're not made up. But as far as writing, I don't like writing. But I was encouraged once again by my son and his partner just to put down my thoughts and the things that I experienced. And that's what I did. The reason I decided to go ahead and write this book was last year during the pandemic, I was sitting around thinking about a lot of things that was going on. Hatred that was constant on television. And this brought some stories to mind that I had experienced in a young age, a prejudice that I thought by this time, me being 63, would be something of the past. But I now believe and know for sure that prejudice is something that's taught, and it's not something we inherited as a child. So I feel like this story that I put down explains that to a point. You can find The Way They Treated Me on Apple Books and Google Play Books. Check it out. It's a nice, easy read, and I do believe it will touch your heart and make you a better person.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. We really appreciate it. If you would like to make a request and see behind the scenes stuff, consider becoming a producer. Do that by hitting the join button. And if you want to throw a donation our way, hit that thanks button. These buttons are located right next to the subscribe button, so hit that one too. If you like this video, there are hundreds more on the channel, so subscribe to see more content.